Hi, Dar here to talk about manifesting and the law of attraction. This is a huge subject with loads of information out there. So I'm just going to cover a few highlights. It's one of my favorite things to talk about though because it is so positive and it's so uplifting. My favorite resources are probably Esther Hicks with Abraham, Dr. Wayne Dyer, just about anything he's done, and the book and the movie The Secret, which is kind of the big thing that opened the door for everyone to be talking about manifesting and the law of attraction. What I feel is interesting to me about the law of attraction and manifesting is that it's something that I had been doing throughout my life. Not as effectively as I do now, but something I had been doing. So you've probably been doing it too. We're just going to cover some of the things that I've learned from my experience. So what we want to do is bring things into our reality faster, right? So that's why I hope that you'll pick up some tips and techniques that I'm going to talk about today. So the framework, for example, is to create our own luck. Who doesn't want to do that? So first of all, what is the law of attraction? LOA, the law of attraction, is a thought principle or a concept that the universe will provide you with a real experience that you have previously visualized in your subconscious. And you've mapped out some of the steps and how it will look. So visualizing and mapping is actually the manifesting part. The term is kind of used loosely today. It's kind of thrown around a lot, but it takes a deeper application of vibrational energy, not just happy thoughts and positive affirmations. Those will work, but probably pretty slowly. The law of vibration is actually the foundation for manifesting. And that's why you'll hear a lot of energy healers and people who are vibrational healers talk about the importance of vibration with manifesting and the law of attraction. So just simply, everything in this world, according to the physicists, is made up of atoms. And inside every tiny atom are multiple vortexes of energy. You probably learned that back in school in science class. So we have an infinite number of atoms in us that are spinning and vibrating their energy all the time. So then, doesn't it make sense that we become a spinning vibrational magnet then to attract what we want into life? More simply stated, have you ever walked into a room with a warm, happy smile kind of bouncing in, and then people respond back to you with a smile? They respond happily and warmly back to you. So LOA, law of attraction, works the same way. In order to attract what you want, you need to vibrate at the energy of gratitude. So gratitude for what you already have can be the magnet for what you seek. You've probably heard the mantra or the affirmation, that which I seek is seeking me. So it's a relatively simple concept, right? Let's look at the opposite though. The opposite of vibrating at gratitude would be fear or worry. If you are worrying and you focus on the energy of fear, guess what comes to you? Very likely those things that you're worrying and you don't want into your life. Have you ever seen that happen? I have. When your worst fears become a reality and you go, yeah, I thought so. That's the trouble. We think so. With that, let's look at what I call the secret. The secret is balance. Yep, I know, not too exciting, but we as a person need to be balanced to live a happy, productive, fulfilled life. And so our balance wheel is made up of 4 quadrants: physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental. So if we apply manifesting and the law of attraction into our life using those quadrants, then we are we are balanced, and then we bring in the balance of what it is that we're seeking. So here are some examples. In the spiritual realm, we just talked about vibrational energy, and everything is energy. So we need to raise our vibration. And we can do that, of course, by raising our thoughts, raising our energy, expressing gratitude. We can do that by, believe it or not, drinking lots of spring water. That helps as well. We can do that by meditating, which is an excellent method for raising your vibration. And it helps you clearly visualize what you want in this lifetime, as well as mindfulness. And mindfulness as in caring for others and caring for yourself and being mindful. Now, I cover both meditation and mindfulness on my YouTube channel or on the DARS Divine Connections website. So you could watch videos on both of those topics. I also have that 3-part series on techniques for improve your energy now is the title. So be sure you take a look at that. And that will all raise your vibration. Also, pets will raise your vibration and kind of help boost that. So they vibrate at a much higher level than humans do. So they're kind of a fun way to raise your vibration. So then let's look at the mental quadrant. And mentally, that would be visualization activities or exercises. So it's similar to meditation. In first, you find a way to clear your mind. And then you plant your own picture of the reality you would like to see. And you make sure that you're at a high vibration so that you can attract that in. So feel like you are already living it, include all the details, and give it real positive energy. I have used this actually, I'm out here in the lodge. I used it for having a lodge separate from our home on the lake, and our home with a deck and big balcony doors over there overlooking the lake right here. And we had nothing at first. And then I bought the property, and the property was just woods. So we had to wade through the tall grass and pick the highest point and view the lake. and decide the fewest number of trees, because that's what I like, that had to be removed. And we built it from there. And we used to joke it was our, it was our 5 to 6 year plan. And it turned out to be more like, I think we're still working on it, but we've been living here for about 5 years. So that's just an example of something that I concretely use law of attraction for, something after I have learned this technique. So that was mentally. Then we move on to the physical part. We need to do the work. Yes. Not just the dreaming, not just raising our vibration and meditating and visualizing, but we actually need to do the work. So in my previous example, I had used that, I had to buy the property. I had to find the place, right? And then I had to plan it out. So the point of law of attraction is to make the journey to your outcome easier, but you still need to show the universe that you're ready. You're ready to do your part. So a real easy example of this, let's say you want a job. Let's say you want a new job. Well, you have to perhaps update your resume. You have to start looking to see what jobs are out there. And then, yes, you do have to apply for what you think is your dream job. And get yourself out there. Do the work. Then emotionally, we comes to our fourth quadrant, would be emotional. And we need to believe. We need to believe in the power of the mind. We need to believe in the process of raising our vibrations and believe what we're visualizing. We need to feel the emotions. So we need to do the steps of the process, but then we need to do our part and feeling that gratitude, that happiness, that, for instance, when I looked out through these tall weeds, because I'm not that tall a person, and looked at the lake, I said, this would be a great place for the house. And I felt happy and excited. And I felt like the house with the big deck and the balcony doors overlooking the lake was already a reality. And I kept feeling that and loving it and bringing it back in. So basically, like the 4 quadrants in a balance wheel, there are 4 parts. Raise your vibration. Visualize clearly the details that you want. Do the work and feel the emotions, the belief and the faith. Those are basically the balance wheel technique. There are other things to keep in mind, as I mentioned previously, that feeling of gratitude and generosity, giving your time out to others, spending time on things that are going to help you continue to grow, taking a new course or a hobby. That can also be the work that's towards what you're manifesting. So gratitude would be something else to consider. Toxic people or negativity is something else. People that do not believe in your dream and they do not support and inspire you. Some of those are close family. So you just have to put that like bubble of protection around you that keeps you from being drawn into their doubts and their ridicule. And for us, it was even like the neighbors. They couldn't believe that we were actually going to build on this property, because to them it didn't look buildable. It was all woods. It has a little pond. And to them, it didn't look like a possibility. But to us, it looked like a major possibility. And it is. So the other thing to do is consider your roadblocks. Identify your roadblocks. Most often it's self-sabotage, right? Sometimes it's your thoughts and you get drug in with what other people are thinking. So really, we have about 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day, according to research. Wow, right? And some of us get trapped into that repetitive loop where the same thoughts are coming up, and then, frankly, they're not very positive. And we need to learn how to cut into that loop, stop that. We need to flip the script. Oh, by the way, I have a video called that too. We need to flip the script and have more positive, goal-oriented thoughts. So, as I previously stated, there's tons of information out there about manifesting and the law of attraction. But for me, the secret really is balance and all those four things that I find in the four quadrants. So thank you for watching today and listening to my version of manifesting and the law of attraction. And remember that you can contact me at any time through Facebook or email. So until next time, sending blessings your way, everyone.